have to meet me in the middle here.
Hey, you keep pushing me on this, my foot's gonna meet the middle of your ass.
You slept with another woman.
Oh, you're one to talk?
You know, I think it might be time for you to start using night cream.
A woman in my office is a lesbian. I'm just saying.
I'm not going to tell you what they spent on that wedding, but $40,000 is a lot of money.
Could we please maybe just settle it after the wedding?
All right, fine, but I just want to say I'm not paying for your wine cellar, you thieving, would-be speaking German if it weren't for us cheap little man.
People just know me now from being Mr. Geller and Friends.
Mr. and Mrs. Geller, you look wonderful. It is great to have you here. Let us take off your coats. Whoa, snowing out there?
No.
Jack Geller is the father of Monica and Ross. And I can't even, other than the actress Christina Pickles, I can't think of, what's the mother's name? What's my wife's name on it?
Judy.
Judy, right. That's his character. The character of Jack Geller doesn't even remember his wife's name.
You remember the Ludwins? The big one had a thing for you, didn't she?
They all had a thing for him.
I think that Jack and Judy are somewhat prejudiced about their children, whether they admit it or not.
Don't listen to your mother. You're independent, and you always have been. Even when you were a kid, and you were chubby, and you had no friends, you were just fine.
I recall the first show that established the relationship between the parents and the daughter and the parents and the son, where we doted on Ross and seemed to dismiss Monica.
I read about these women trying to have it all, and I thank God our little harmonica doesn't seem to have that.
I had a dream about Mr. Geller last night. Really?
One of my favorite episodes was when Lisa Kudrow's character has a crush on Jack Geller. And I thought that was so funny.
Okay, look at him. Look at those strong hands. Oh, what I wouldn't give to be that can of condensed milk.
Christina Pickles is a consummate character actress and a very serious artist and quite intense.
Jack! Could you come in here for a moment? Now! What's that curry taste?
Curry.
Do you know what it's like to grow up with someone who is critical of every single thing you say?
I can imagine.
I'm telling you, it's a wonder your mother turned out to be the positive, life-affirming person she is.
That is a wonder.
I'm a very good mother, but I'm also on the verge of being a dysfunctional mother, as we all are. And I sometimes would want to obsess about the wrong things, about how my daughter was dressed rather than how she felt, you know. Oh, don't wear that, darling. No, I like it, but don't wear it. You know, that kind of stuff which you don't really allow yourself to say, you think it. But the fun for me is that I can say all that stuff as Judy Geller and get away with it.
What's with your hair?
What?
What's different?
Nothing.
Oh, maybe that's it.
I did like that wonderfully funny episode when Monica was stuck in the bathroom while we had a quickie because it was Jack's birthday.
So, Jack, you ever think about trading me in for a younger model?
Of course not. With you, it's like I've got two 25-year-olds.
Oh, Jack, stop!
Come on. It's my birthday.
And I would imagine that Judy just pretended that nothing had happened as she walked back out into the living room, because she's very good at denial.
I realize you guys have been wondering what exactly happened between Carol and me, and so, well, here's the deal.
When it was explained to me that Ross's ex-wife was a lesbian, I didn't turn to Ross and say, "You married a lesbian?" I turned to Monica and said,
And you knew about this?
which I thought was so brilliant because it turned it back onto her doing the wrong thing again. Ross can do no wrong.
Janice!
There.
It's the receipt. This is like a reunion in the hall.
I play Janice on Friends, and I've been on since the first season as Chandler's on-again, off-again, fabulously annoying girlfriend.
Hey, Janice.
Oh, my God. I am so glad you called me. I had the most supremely awful day.
When I first went to audition for the role, I looked at the material, and when she said, you know, I got you these socks, moose and squirrel, squirrel and moose, whichever you want, mix and match. I'm not quite sure exactly what the line was. I just heard her say,
You could wear Bullwinkle and Bullwinkle, or you could wear Rocky and Rocky, or you can mix and match moose and squirrel.
in the rehearsal process of that first episode, there was a moment, the laugh was sort of born in the rehearsal because there was a moment where Chandler is sort of knocking back 89 espressos because he's trying to build up the nerve to break up with me. And he's completely wired and insane. And he goes and gets me some sort of swimming pool full of coffee and hands it to me in this big, big cup. And before I was even able to get it up to my lips, he asked me if I wanted another one.
Well, I'm gonna get another espresso. More latte?
No. No, I'm still working on mine.
And it was so funny that I had to laugh. And so because I had to laugh, Janice had to laugh in that moment. And I just looked up at him and went. I think, oh my God, the oh my God was maybe born in that first episode. I now, looking back, I'm not altogether sure, but I know that, you know, we had that great moment where she just was like completely verklempt and her tears were coming. And that became sort of a signature thing for Janice too, having to just sort of fight back the overwhelming emotion.
What a crappy night.
Although, I have enjoyed the fact that your shirt's been sticking out of your zipper ever since you came back from the bathroom.
It's always great to work in front of a live audience, and then, of course, I have the added boost of being the surprise element, which is fantastic.
You walked around all night in the city by yourself.
He hooked up.
The episode I did with Ross, where I spent the night with Ross, you know, there was all this build-up about who he had been with and who he had been with, and the audience never suspected that it was going to be me.
Tell us about her.
Ross, you left your scarf in the...
And when I came out from behind that curtain, the reaction went on for 5 minutes. We just stood there and stood there and stood there until some of us started to lose it. I mean, I think I started to crack up, and I lifted the scarf that I was returning to Ross, and I think I eventually sort of put it up near my face because it was quite something.
Hey, you guys.
People always want to hear me say,
Oh, my God. You love me, Chandler Bing. You just don't know you love me.
Breathe.
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 You're gonna kill me.
Okay, and this is Funny Clown. Funny Clown is only for after his naps, not before his naps, or he won't sleep. Susan's gonna be here any minute. It's kind of an anniversary.
Oh, I thought you guys got married in January.
Different kind of anniversary.
Oh. Oh.
Originally, I was auditioning for Chandler, and it worked out pretty well for a while because I had 4 nipples, and then we did the surgery, and they botched it. So then they said, "Well, would you play the lesbian?"
Let's say you and I give it another shot.
Rob.
No, I know what you're gonna say. You're a lesbian.
I never even really thought one way or another about the lesbian. It wasn't an issue for me, so I just thought it'd be a fun part.
How you doing with your contractions?
Oh, I love them. Each one's like a little party in my uterus.
It's great to be a part of a show where you can have so much fun and to deliver a baby. You know, that for that episode for me, that was really one of the most emotional episodes for me to actually deliver the child.
All right, he's crowning. Here he comes.
Well, let me see. I gotta see. Oh. Oh, a head. Oh, it's huge. Carol, how are you doing this?
Not helping.
One of my fondest memories, if I were to go back and look, is my kiss with David Schwimmer. Because it says so much about our relationship. And that there can be so much love between two people.
I love you.
He was very sweaty when he was kissing me. It was lovely. But so was I, so it's okay. It worked out just fine. We're getting married.
As in, I now pronounce you wife and wife, Mary?
And everyone wanted to tune in to see the episode where we got married. And it was the highest rated show up to that point. It was very well received, and I think for the gay community it was huge to actually be able to see that. I wish that there had been more, and I wish that I hadn't worn that hat. I hated that hat. Thank you.
Anytime.
Ross. On the backside of it, I see that for many people it's been that lovely wedge in the door for people to open themselves up to their truest selves and to have a really positive role model on television. I mean, I certainly didn't go out with that intention, but it somehow, in a very lovely way, turned out to be that. And I'm really honored to be a part of that.
To be given this kind of a woman to play with such good writing and with such amazing actors, I'm just deeply grateful.
They're so generous with their humor and their comedy, and it's constant. Off camera, on camera, in the dressing rooms, everywhere you go, they're always working on bringing the best kind of comedy to the screen.
For me, it's been an incredible blessing to be a part of this family and to have this experience of working so collaboratively with the creators of the show and with the cast.
That's why I wore a sweater, because it's such a close-knit cast.
Oh, Ross, listen to me. I have sold 100 million copies of my books, and you know why?
The girl on the cover with her nipples showing?
Do you believe there's one perfect person for everyone?
I'm starting to.
Hey,
Yeah.
you brought protection, right?
Why, are there like bears or something?
So now what have we agreed?
That you and Daddy were not on a break.
Very good.
I'll tell you what, Chandler, why don't you call me when you grow up?
Yeah, well, don't expect that to happen anytime soon.
Anything you want from Lisbon?
No, just knowing you're gonna be there is enough.
As I recall, when we got married, I saw the groom in the wedding dress.
But that was after the wedding. It's not bad luck then.
Honey, it isn't good luck.
Hi.
Chandler!
Thanks for wearing something.
Nora Being is really, really fun. When they first called and offered it to me, the show was still pretty new. I heard about the divorce. Lesbian, huh?
Yeah.
Well, you know what they say. Be careful what you wish for. I liked the kids. I thought that they worked very well together. I thought they were very talented individually and also very talented as an ensemble. Now, Chandler, dear, just because your father and I are getting a divorce doesn't mean we don't love you. It just means he would rather sleep with the houseboy than with me. She'd come out of this marriage and been forced to find her own niche, and now is sort of this bigger-than-life Jackie Collins having a great time character out of one of her own books.
Nora Bing.
Which is something that her son is not thrilled with. Occasionally, after I've been intimate with a man,
Now, why would you say that's embarrassing?
I just get this craving for Kung Pao chicken.
That's too much information!
I personally love working in front of a live audience for comedy because they laugh. They give you that feedback. You're gonna be fine, believe me.
Uh-oh.
I think I was the first parent to kiss a friend. I have been playing sort of aggressive vixens for most of my career, so that's not so different. Seeing me molesting young guys, you know, is also not quite so different.
You kissed my best Ross. Something to that effect.
My son catches me kissing Ross, but little did he know that in the original script we were doing a lot more. I'm sorry, honey. I promise it will never happen again.
Really, really stupid.
Really stupid. She wanted Chandler to see her as a person and trying to, plead with your child for acceptance of who you are, and I promise I'll stay away from your friends.
So you two were married, huh?
I was so thrilled when they told me Kathleen was going to play Charles, because we've known each other kind of around peripheries of the business for years, but not ever really worked together.
You look beautiful, Mom. You look beautiful too, Dad.
Kathleen and I both frequently are cast for exactly the same purpose. It's the sort of deep-voiced, sex symbol, gravelly seductress. Oi, now you got two of them.
It's so great to see you both here.
Yes. Although I think we may be seeing a little too much of some people. Aren't you a little old to be wearing a dress like that?
Don't you have a little too much penis to be wearing a dress like that? The first time I got to say the penis line, that was really fun because everybody freaked. And that was really fun. You love to freak people.
Oh, my God.
Matthew is just so talented at those quick double takes and the kind of physical comedy that he does. They're all very talented in their own unique, quirky ways, and they've all found those quirks that work for their character. But I always love working Matthew because he always gives you those double takes.
Oh, and just think, soon there'll be lots of little beings.
To get to work and do comedic parts with this talented a group of people is always a lot of fun.
Want to go get a drink?
I can't.
Oh, you have some studying to do?
No, I have some turning 21 to do.
Dr. Geller! Bert! Elizabeth here is a student, and we're dating. And you may frown upon that, but we're not going to hide it anymore.
You are so fired.
Elizabeth is in college, and I think she embodies, like a lot of college-age girls, kind of a carefree spirit.
This play tonight, it's supposed to be excellent. The director is the...
Who drank all the kamikazes? Nobody. We put them in here! She doesn't take things too seriously, and she likes to have fun.
Everybody put their balloons down!
David was a lot more serious than I thought he was going to be. He's a really hard worker. Ross?
Elizabeth?
That was actually a really nice surprise. He really wanted to make sure that we rehearsed all the scenes and wants to make sure that everything is just right. And I really appreciated that.
I really like you too, but we can't date. It's against the rules. It's forbidden.
In the scene, when he's telling me that we can't date because it's against the rules, and I start kind of getting turned on by what he was saying, it was so hard to keep a straight face because he was so funny.
Wow.
What?
Just hearing you describe it as forbidden, it's really hot.
Really?
Oh, I'm so embarrassed about that scene. Like, I can't even watch it. It makes me blush with all my breathing and stuff.
It's taboo.
Shut the book.
Let's also get a hot plate.
That was a particularly hard scene, too, especially just because it's embarrassing to get all, like, hot and heavy like that.
I just found out Elizabeth's dad wants to meet me.
Wait a minute, hold the phone. You're not Elizabeth's dad?
My favorite memory of David from working on Friends was the day that he came and knocked on my dressing room door. I was sitting there, and I opened the door, and he was all excited. And I was like, what? And he's like, did you hear? Did you hear who's playing your dad? And I said, no. And he's like, Bruce Willis, can you believe it? He's gonna be here in like 2 hours.
Dad, this is Ross Geller.
It's great to meet you, Paul.
I usually prefer Liz's boyfriends who address me as Mr. Stevens.
Well, of course, Mr. Stevens.
Good. So, Ross, what's your problem?
He was like a little kid who just found out like some amazing thing. It was absolutely endearing.
What you have, baby?
And it was just so sweet, and it just made me like fall in love with David Schwimmer for being so excited over something like that.
So what's your name?
Tag Jones.
Go on.
That's it. That's my whole name.
That's your whole name. Okay. Where's this?
Rachel Green's office.
Tag. Hi. Who is that?
Nobody. I was just practicing.
You wrote that you have a cute tushy.
Yes. I have a weird sense of humor. And I'm kind of strangely proud of my butt. Tag Jones, he was a naive 24. I think the city was so big to him, and he was so wide-eyed, and every little thing was cool. I mean, the fact that he wound up getting a job, you know, I mean, was the biggest thing in the world.
You got the job. You're my new assistant.
I am?
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Me either.
I think Rachel took it easy on Tag. I don't think Tag was hired for his resume, per se. What?
It took me so long to get that desk organized. There it is.
When I was cast, I knew that Tag was to be Rachel's assistant, and it was possible that they would become an item. I love having a girlfriend.
Really?
Yeah, someone I can spoil, you know?
Spoil?
He's dating his boss, you know, and I think Tag probably was like, hey, that's cool, man, you know, because he probably didn't know what was going on.
All right, he likes you back. Told you should go for it.
What? The first episode I did, I was staying out here with a friend of my cousin's, because I was living in New York at the time, and it was probably Wednesday night or Thursday night before taping, and David Schwimmer directed the first episode I did. And I was sitting in the apartment that I was staying in. I don't know what I was doing at the time, but my phone rang, and I picked it up, and I hear, hey, dude, it's Schwim. You know, I know you're new in town, and you don't know much. Can I take you out and show you a little bit of what's going on? So I mean, that was highly unexpected and very cool.
So Joey must have really taught you some stuff, huh?
A little.
Yeah.
How you doing? I remember being in my dressing room and giving myself the pre-episode pep talk. You know, you can do this, you can do this. You're you know, psyching myself up, getting ready. Breathe. I say, all right, they're getting ready to start. And I come walking down the dressing room with, you know, all the confidence I could muster at that time. Just, you know, trying not to trip. Walk down the stairs, and right in front of me is Sean Penn, Robin Wright Penn, and their children. I walked right back upstairs. I was just thinking, okay, he's not supposed to be here. And then I remember making my first entrance, knocking, and it was like time slowed down.
The models are actually down the hall.
And Jennifer's mouth was moving, and all I could think was, the second that mouth stops, I have to say something.
Sorry, it's for human resources. Everybody has to do it. Would you just stand up, please?
Any sort of response I got from a fan, they seemed excited by it. They seemed excited by the relationship, by her new relationship. You know, and I felt fortunate that I was that guy. I mean, I can't lie to you. You know what I mean? It was good to be that guy. Please don't fire me for doing this.
Okay, well, that's one less thing we have to do on Monday.
On my tombstone, I think will be that guy from Friends. You know what I mean? Literally, you know. I'll be, you know, 92 in my walker. You're that guy from Friends. You know?
Santa! Hey! Yeah, you like that?
one.
Yeah, you're funny.
I'm funny? Oh, thank God.
Well, our sex life, it's just not...
Yeah!
Hey there, little fella! Hey, why don't we get some shoes on you, huh? Hey, why don't you show Dad how you can put your shoes on in your room? Yay! Yay!
My name is Cole Sprouse, and I play as Ben, David's son, or Ross's son. Wow, thanks!
You're welcome, Ben. Merry Christmas. Ooh, and Happy Hanukkah!
Are you for Hanukkah too? Because I'm part Jewish.
You are? Me too!
Ben's character wasn't exactly like me, but kind of, because he was kind of a prankster at times, and I'm always a prankster.
Do you remember all that stuff I taught you yesterday?
Remember all that stuff I taught you yesterday?
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Seriously, your dad doesn't like pranks.
Seriously, your dad doesn't like pranks.
Damn it!
Oh, damn it!
No, don't say that! Don't say that!
My favorite cast member to do scenes with is Jennifer, because she's hot.
Hi, I'm Kathy.
Kathy, with a K or a C?
With a K.
Hey.
Can I borrow the keys to your apartment?
Why? You can pee here.
I love this tushy.
Take it to work with me?
Yeah, sure. It's not mine anyway. Came with the pants.
I got an audition, and she says, oh, by the way, you're gonna be reading with Matthew Perry. And I think, oh, yeah, sure, whatever, all right. I don't care, I'm cool. I go in, and Kevin Bright and Mark Hoffman and Matthew are there, and I said, out loud, I walked in and I went, hey, all right, so clearly I'm your runty alternate, so let's just get this over with.
Oh, is it on?
No, but this Wonder Broom is amazing.
Hey,
Later on, Matthew said, the moment you called yourself a runt, Kevin and I looked at each other and were like, she's the one.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, thank you.
After I got the part, for the first 2 weeks of doing Friends, I would basically hide in my room because I kept thinking they're gonna figure me out and they're gonna fire me and they're gonna get one of those hot girls.
See, that's what I like about Joey. Any other guy would have been, yeah, The English Patient's my favorite movie too. But Joey goes, no way. Let's get Die Hard. I'm not watching that English crap.
Yeah, he's dreamy.
I started going out with Joey.
Oh my God, guys, check it out. You can see that girl's underwear.
Is she great or what?
And then Chandler and I fell for each other.
Let me just get this hair off your neck.
I would sneak out of Joey's room to watch Baywatch.
God, is that Baywatch?
Yes, but I just watch it for the articles.
And, you know, Chandler loved Baywatch, and we would sit in the canoe, and I wore this hockey jersey that Matthew Perry picked out and was very specific about. Like, this is the sexy hockey jersey, so she has to wear that.
There we go, little fella.
What about the duck?
The duck can swim.
Of course. I kind of cheated on Joey, yeah. I was an immoral. I was a hussy.
She is the star of the play, and she is my girlfriend. I get to have sex with the star of the play.
People can hear you.
I know.
And then I turned into slutty Kathy.
Is that an expensive blouse?
If you want it to be. Oh!
Here's your girlfriend's button.
Because I cheated on Chandler, kind of. We were on a break, I don't know, with Nick, a guy I was doing a play with.
I loved the play. Yeah, you were great, and Nick, ditto. Clearly, you're having sex with him.
Shooting that show that week during rehearsals, finding out that my character cheated on him was a bummer. I don't want to cheat on him, I wanted to stay. But the girls fought for me.
Well, she wasn't sleeping with him.
Oh, good!
She is now.
Courtney and Lisa and Jennifer talked to the producers saying, you can't do this, don't make her cheat. She can go on the road with the play, but Kathy can't cheat on Chandler. And so these girls, like these incredible actresses, are fighting to keep me around, and I thought I was gonna cry.
I think this could have been something really amazing. But, this is probably for the best. I'm gonna miss you. Goodbye, Chandler.
I was just so lucky, so incredibly lucky to have been given that part and been able to work with those guys, because I learned probably more about sitcom acting and how to be a good person from those guys than I have in years since combined.
Everybody on that set seemed to really enjoy what they were doing. Everybody seemed to treat each other, I can say more than seemed, everybody treated each other with respect. And so it just created an atmosphere of, holy cow, we love what we're doing.
It's just a really easy show to shine on, I think. They make it really easy for actors to do that, and so I really appreciate that. It was a really wonderful experience.
The stars are very talented individually, but they're also very talented together. That's what makes comedy work. Comedy is about a team.
I'd like to thank Friends for letting me do this. It's been cool.
Hi, I'm here to see Estelle, Leonard.
Just a moment. Let me see if she's in. Hello. Joey, sweetheart, you were fabulous. Joey, have you ever seen me ecstatic?
No.
Well, here it is.
I'm June Gable, and I play Estelle, and she is the agent of Joey.
I already got you into audition for Another World.
All right. Cab driver number 2?
You're welcome.
I came in and I auditioned, and when I came in, I kind of came in like myself. And they were like, oh, I said, am I boring you? I felt terrible. And then he said, just go away and do something outrageous with it. So I went away and came back, and in fact, I'm on my way to the studio, and I have her with me. And I just got this. I came back to the audition wearing a fat suit and a bunch of cigarettes.
What I meant was...
You don't mind if I eat while we talk, do you?
No.
And a big sandwich, one of those deli sandwiches with corned beef and a million things on them, dripping. And at one point, I took the cigarette and put it out in the sandwich, and they said, that's it.
Well, well, well. Joey Tribbiani. So you came back, huh? They think they can do better, but they all come crawling back to Estelle.
What are you talking about? I never left you. You've always been my agent.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, no harm, no foul.
There's a history to her. She was an ex-showgirl. She's very old. I don't even know if anybody knows how old I have her in my head. She's in her 80s and tottering, really. But, she's out there. She puts that makeup on like she's still 20. She thinks she looks fabulous.
So, you're not mad at me for getting fired and everything?
Joey, look at me. Look at me. Do I have lipstick on my teeth?
At the beginning of every show, they do a football huddle. They hold each other and they support each other. And this has been there since the beginning. And you have to realize, with most shows like this, with that much fame and fortune and success and power and money coming at you, I watch these people not only handle it and go through the ups and downs, but support each other.
We're not actors.
Ah, what a shame. Because with her face and her chest, I could really put something together.
I have great admiration for them for sticking with each other.
These are for you. Welcome to our country.
Thank you. I'm from New York.
You know, it still smells like monkey in there.
Wow, that saves us a conversation.
You know, in some cultures, having a third nipple is actually a sign of virility. You get the best huts and women dance naked around you.
Huh. Are any of these cultures perchance in the tri-state area?
My name's Lauren Tom, and I played Julie, Ross's girlfriend. Well, the first in a long line of many what would become exes, I suppose.
Bye. See you later, Rach.
Bye-bye, Julie.
Julie, I think, was just like a very nice gal, and the humor that the writers created was the fact that, you know, Rachel was going to think she was a bitch. Can I say that on the DVD? No matter how she acted or what she did, because in her mind she was the other woman.
Oh, you're losing your apron here. Let me get it.
Oh.
There you go.
Thank you. What a bitch.
You know, I've had kind of a long career by now, because this is like, what, 6, 7 years later, and I've done Greek tragedies and Shakespeare and, you know, feature films and all these things, but really, the only thing people want to know from me is what was it like kissing David Schwimmer.
Julie?
Yeah.
Sorry, you had a paleontologist on your face.
And by the way, just to answer your question, it was great. He's a good kisser. Just to put everyone's, you know, minds at ease.
You know, you are so amazing. Is there anything you don't know?
Ooh, Julie's so smart. Julie's so special.
I've had so many young Asian girls come up to me and say that was the first role model that they've had on such a widespread TV show, where they got to see, you know, an Asian girl who wasn't speaking with an accent, who was American, and who was, you know, desirable and sexy and funny, and it was just a great way for me to feel like I've done something that I'm proud of.
I want you to know, I didn't used to be like this. Before I met your sister, I was like this normal guy who sold beepers and cellular phones.
So what were you thinking?
I was thinking what it'd be like to kiss you.
Really?
No.
Oh. You don't have to walk behind me anymore.
Sorry. I'm David Arquette, and I played Phoebe's stalker.
That's it. No. Hey, you, J. Crew guy. Yeah. Why have you been following me? I mean, all week long, everywhere I look, there's you.
You wouldn't return my calls. You sent back my letters.
What?
One more chance, Ursula, please. I'm not sure how I was cast in this role. I had just worked with Courtney on Scream. Maybe she threw my name in there. I'm not sure. A little nepotism. Here's my binoculars.
Oh, great. Great. You're doing great. You know, real strong. Going strong. Keep going.
These are my night vision goggles. This is the book I pretend to read when I'm watching her in the park. And these are Mad Libs. They're just for fun.
Oh, yeah.
I don't normally do sitcoms, but I do a lot of peeping Tom action, so I was prepared for this part. No, I did a sitcom for a year that really went nowhere, but I had a little bit of experience with it. But that's a whole different deal when it comes to Friends, because it's so established and they're all so wonderful at doing it. You're kind of nervous going in there. Phoebe?
Yes? Yes. Oh.
What are you doing?
Oh, I was just here looking for my, my part of an old sandwich. Here it is. Oh.
Were you following me?
Perhaps.
One of my fondest memories is sneaking into Courtney's dressing room. I guess I was sort of really behind the scenes kind of stalking Courtney, actually.
This is, my fiancée, Mrs. Knight.
You know what? forget it. It's ruined.
Oh, no, never say that. If you can't get it out, then you can cut around the stain, add a little lace, you make a stylish throw. Actually, I came down to ask you a big favor.
Oh, well, don't tell me you want to keep more of your stuff in my uterus.
I went in and auditioned for Alice Knight. She was a home ec teacher and was in love with a student in high school, a senior. I think he was, please God, he was a senior.
I was in her home ec class.
And he was my best student.
Yeah, she was my best teacher.
Oh.
At the time, though, it was a one-shot deal. And then when Lisa Kudrow got pregnant, they had to come up with a storyline, so they used me and Vonnie, which I'm very grateful for.
You're too young to really know what you want.
That's right, exactly.
I had not met Giovanni until we started work, and all we did was make out. I mean, that's all we did. And I just remember standing on the set, and he's 12. He's 12. He's 12 years old. And I'm looking at him, I'm going, oh my God. And we're just standing there, and Giovanni looks at me and he goes, okay, you know what we're gonna do? And I went, no. And he went, I'm just gonna throw you on the table and make out with you and we have to do it, and we have to be committed. And then it's over, and then it's done. And boom, I'm on the table and we're making out.
A year and a half ago, I didn't even know I had a brother. Now I have a sister, too. Oh, it's so great. Oh.
I don't think that I could have done it with anybody else, because he just sort of, the 12-year-old took charge. And I was grateful.
We talked about just living together, but we want to have kids right away.
Oh, my God. Great.
I know audiences reacted really well to the storyline. And the audience at that show is incredible, because they know the characters so well. They anticipate a little bit. You don't have to do too much, and they're right there with you.
We would be truly honored if you would name the other boy baby.
Oh, wow. That's so nice.
Oh,
Cougar.
You think about it.
I have probably done the most pilots and been on the most failed sitcoms of anybody we know. And it was interesting to see how it's done right. And they would get copies of the episodes and watch them in a dressing room. I mean, and this was year 4. So they would actually sit down and watch the tapes and study them, which I had never seen done before. And I thought, oh my God, they actually know what's going on. They actually, work at it. I was very impressed.
So tell me everything about my parents, everything.
Oh, well, we were always together. In fact, the other kids had a nickname for the three of us.
Oh, what? What was it?
The Three Losers. I'm your mother.
Huh? Hi. I'm sorry I'm late.
Oh, that's okay. It gave me time to finish blazing my nipples.
Wow, you really go all out when you're expecting company.
I played Phoebe's mother on Friends, which is a totally, fictitious show about people being friends. I've had a lot of friends in my life, groups of friends. And I always, in 5 or 6 people that are friends together, there's always one person that's chubby. And I noticed in this show, there's no people that are chubby because, it's TV. I mean, I like pizza.
I like pizza.
Wait, I like the Beatles.
Oh my God, so do I!
I was chosen to play Phoebe's mother because apparently there's some similarities in us. I didn't see it myself, and neither did she, although many people have told me that I should sue her for stealing my bits, my act, but I let it go. I passed the baton. I go, here, you do this. You be the ditz.
Ah, no! Oh, it's me! I didn't want to make any noise! Then don't break in!
I once got a review that said if a brick could sing, it would sound like Teri Carr. And now Lisa's picking up, as I say, the baton and running with it. She just sounds like a brick.
Those are the 66 colors of my bedroom.
Thank you. and I invite all of you to count the colors in your bedroom.
In order for Phoebe to be my daughter, I would have had to have her when I was 12. So, I mean, the age difference is outrageous. So I took the part anyway, just, you know, to be nice to them.
I mean, remember how I told you how Lily and Frank and I, we were close? Well, we were very close.
How close?
Well, the three of us, we were kind of a couple.
I'm not used to playing such sexually liberated. In fact, Marta asked me to do this part in the nude, which I was in shock because it's TV. But I think, you know, on Friends, they do a lot of weird stuff.
I was working on my pottery.
Oh, I didn't know that you did pot.
Well, yeah, mostly nudes. It combines my two passions, pottery and erotica.
Oh, erotery. Hey, okay.
So I said, no, I'll do it, but I won't do it in the nude. But I will do the part about the erotic erotery. Was I supposed to be sexually liberated? I didn't even know that.
You're a potato.
Well, I'm a spud.
And the antenna. Oh my God, you're Sputnik.
Yes.
Marry her.
I don't want to get in the middle of something so complicated.
I get it. But Mona, what relationship is not complicated? Well, we all have our baggage. You must too. Why else would you still be single? I'm so gonna leave right now.
I've got a surprise for you.
You got another ex-wife back there?
Please start drinking.
I'm Bonnie Someville, and I played Mona, Ross's girlfriend.
I'm Monica's older brother.
Oh, hi, I'm Mona from her restaurant.
Oh. Hello, Mona from her restaurant.
Mona was the coolest girlfriend ever in the history of the world, I just have to say, because, first of all, he had another girl pregnant, Rachel, and Mona still dated him. She put up with so much crap. I still have people come up to me on the street going, "You were the best girlfriend ever. He should be with you." I'm like, I wish, you know, I wish we'd done more episodes, but she was like the non-existent woman in real life because she never complained. She didn't ask for anything. Sure, your ex-girlfriend is pregnant with your baby. That's fine. We'll still date. We'll still hang out. It's totally cool. Listen, Ross is too nice to say anything, but this is his apartment, and we got to have some boundaries. So why don't you just go back to your place and give us some privacy?
But Mona, I live here.
Happy Valentine's Day!
David Schwimmer directed a couple that I did, and actually, I think one of the funniest episodes on television that he did was the one where Mona asked him, "Where's this relationship going?" I mean, I love spending time with you. You know, I hope we're moving forward. I mean, we should probably talk about that, don't you think? Everyone I know says that episode was just brilliant. He was amazing. And it was great working with him as a director because here's a guy who's so experienced and knows so much of what he's doing, but he was so into my ideas and what I thought, so it was awesome.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Fun was fine for you like 10 years ago, you know, but, I mean, you're not getting any younger. No, I mean, no, not you. You are getting younger. I mean, you look like you're getting younger by the second. What's your secret?
David Schwimmer created this character and works really hard at it and brings this guy to life, and he's just so talented. I learned a lot from watching him. Like facial expressions, you know, he's the best at facial expressions.
First you get my Rachel pregnant?
You got Rachel pregnant?
Who did?
You did!
Yes. Yes, I did, but it was just a one-night thing. It meant nothing.
Oh, really? That's what my daughter means to you? Nothing?
No, sir. She means a lot to me. I mean, I care. I love Rachel.
What?
Oh, but not that way. I mean, I'm not in love with her. I love her like a friend.
I've worked on a lot of shows, and I've worked on canceled shows, pilots, and the one thing that I cannot believe about the Friends set, and I'm sure other people can attest to this, their craft service, their food is insane. I brought you back a present.
What? Oh, come on. You didn't have to. Saltwater taffy?
So I would do the show, and then I'd, you know, get off work, and I'd tell my friends, you know, you can't believe what they had to eat tonight. You know, just like, because it's exciting. It's, you know, they have everything there. I sound like I'm like this poor kid from on the wrong side of the tracks, and I got to eat every tape night on Friends. But it is quite a spread there. It was just so much fun to go to work every day and to laugh. I mean, what more could you ask for in a job? It's a little, you know, it's kind of amazing that way.
When you walk in there, you know, you just get the feeling that everything is there for you, and everybody's creative, everybody's brilliant at what they do.
Everybody's trying to make the best product that they can.
They have such wonderful writers that you don't really have to do anything except sort of make their words come alive.
Such a well-oiled machine that you work on a show like that, and then you just want every experience you have to be that wonderful.
Here's the thing. I've worked with Spielberg and Scorsese, Francis Coppola, many top directors. And coming on the set of Friends was a complete and total come down. No, just kidding.